welcome my fellow Serolians. So today I'm in Marrakech, arrived yesterday early in the morning. We're staying in the Medina here with family, 5 of us in total, and didn't really do much. We actually lounged at a beach club. It's called Fiesta Beach Club, which essentially is just a space with a pool, sunbeds, and you're paying a premium price. So it was 200 dirhams for girls and 300 dirhams for guys. So that works out as £24 and £36. Everything in there was expensive, the food, the drinks, but it was a nice experience. The sun was very, very harsh, and we ended up getting burnt. The riad that we're staying at is called Riad Melilo. Absolutely beautiful. Today we're at Jemaa el-fna square, as you can see behind me, at the main square in Morocco. As you can see, it's a massive space, massive square. A lot of locals, lots of merchants selling all sorts of items and trying to get your attention. Just like my man in the background. Had one call us an American. Couldn't be more wrong. There's supposed to be lots of entertainers. See a monkey in the background. Apparently there's some cobras as well. One thing I can tell you about the square, doesn't smell that pleasant, given all the wildlife that's in this area. So we're off to Souk Semmarine, which is supposed to be the largest souk in Marrakech. If you don't know what a souk is, market store basically. Traditional market stores where they sell all sorts of items and you can barter. It's a sport. So essentially, in some respects, you can get items for as cheap as 50% off to what they've actually advertised it as. Mentioning how it, smells because of the wildlife in it. It's not just of the wildlife kind. Smell urine as well. Let's just hope that's just from the wildlife and not the locals. But you never know, because in some of the alleyways you could smell it as well. So who knows? Maybe they do that. I love the fact that the square is very, very open. As you can see behind me, it's real open space. And even though it's warm, it's breezy, it's not too hot. Perfect temperature. Just found the souk, literally. We're near the entrance. It looks absolutely huge. Just looks like a place you get lost because there's so many twists and turns. I feel like we're gonna get lost. We're gonna get lost here. You see, it's kind of like it's indoors, but at the same time it's outdoors. Very minimal sunlight. So imagine if it was raining, it would get wet inside here. So we've just finished off at the souk, had a fantastic time. It's almost like a sport.
I know. Who would have thought haggling would be so much fun, guys?
So much fun, guys. It's like a sport.
It's like I want to go into every single shop and haggle, just for the sake of it.
So we got a couple of items. We got chess pieces, we got spices, we got teas, souvenirs, all sorts of stuff. Around here, you gotta be very, very careful because you can easily get run over. Motorbikes just running through like tight alleyways. This isn't as tight, but all sorts of corners and everything. Crazy. But yeah, we had a blast.
We had an amazing
time. And the gang, they had a blast too. So now we're off to go back to the riad and get, because we have one of our dedicated taxi drivers. Whoa!
Almost got run over.
Taxi drivers. We've got our own dedicated taxi driver who will take us to Gueliz. So Gueliz is like a modern part of Marrakech. We go there, get some dinner, explore the place, and then we'll call it a day.
Yeah, it's been a long day. Lots of walking, and haggling, but it's been good.
Yeah, well, you know why I'm really annoyed is that my Fitbit strap snapped, so I'm not able to clock the amount of steps I've done today.
But I can tell you, babe, because I've got mine on.
No, that doesn't tell me what I've done. That tells me what you've done. Doesn't tell me what I've done. Yeah. So here you can see what they call modern Marrakech, Gueliz. Loads of, I guess, stores that you would recognize in the US, Europe. Of course, got McDonald's down there. I'm here to just actually get try and find a shop that sells Fitbit straps and also find something traditional to eat. Not sure if you can hear in the background, but it seems like locals seem to think we are American. Keep calling us American. It's quite hilarious. It's quite funny, actually. What?
Look at that logo.
Yeah?
Put the camera on it. Look at the logo there. And then look at the logo there.
I know it's wonky.
This has this bit. I don't have it.
This place is really big though. So when I was doing my own little research on this place, a lot of people were trashing Gueliz, saying it's like a fake, no, what were they saying? A place that's trying to be like Europe, but it's just a poor attempt at it. And I think they're being a bit harsh. To me, it doesn't really feel like they're making an attempt to be like Europe. Yes, it's got a few stores that are recognizable, but for the most part, I feel like it's just got a more modern Moroccan feel. You know, I wouldn't come here and then say never again.
Yeah.
I'll definitely come here again. And I've only been here. We've only been here, what, 5-10 minutes? But it does seem like there's a lot going on. It's big, a big open space, several shopping malls.
There's even like little stores as well on the side.
Yeah, I don't even know where to begin. I don't know where to start. You can see this kid right by me. He's trying to hustle me, but I'm just not gonna let that happen. I'm not gonna allow that to happen. You know? Yeah? Okay. So today is day 3. Doing the Atlas Mountains excursion. So we've arrived, don't actually know where I am. Need to find out actually where I am. We've arrived for a quick stop to try out the camels. It's part of the package. Not something that I would really opt for, because if you saw my previous experience on a camel, which was in Dubai, didn't really enjoy it. Thought it was overrated, and from that, thought to myself I wouldn't go out of my way to do it ever again. But Atlas Mountain is supposed to be one of the key features of Marrakech, and the package just came with the camel ride, so that's what we're doing right now. It's a full day tour. It's supposed to last about, I believe it's 7 hours. So the time now it's like 9:45 a.m. and I think we'll get back to the Riyadh for about 6 o'clock p.m. I'm not sure if you can see in the camera, in the distance is the mountains. Very faded and hazy in the background. The sun is really hot. I didn't get any sunblock, so probably gonna burn here. It is what it is. Didn't plan enough. But being out here, it's nice and breezy. It's not too hot right now. Obviously, it's still early morning. All right, I think we're going back into the van now. What's going on, guys? All right, so this place is too busy, so we're gonna go somewhere else that's a bit more quiet. We actually didn't get to go on the camels because it was too busy in the area. Decided to move us on. So now, a bit further up, we're by one of the Berber villages, which you can see behind me, which is supposed to be one of the oldest villages in Marrakech. And many, many years ago, it was a place where the Jews and the Muslims lived together, built together. There's a synagogue back there, which the Jews come to once every year. And well, there's a lot of Jews that actually live in Marrakech, which is something I didn't know. So we're at the cooperative. It's a place where a lot of Argan oil is actually made. And a lot of the women that actually work there, they're selected by the government. It's sort of like an initiative for women who have either been divorced, they need some assistance with family life. So this is a way for them to make some money. So we're gonna get to see how they actually make or extract the actual argan oil. But right now, we're about to have some breakfast.
Oh, you
The
know.
wind.
The wind, yeah.
Not
The
an
problem was the wind.
The honey is absolutely
And the
delicious.
Argan and cosmetic and everything.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So bourbon Nutella. It's got peanuts, almond, argan oil, and olive oil.
Because this one is.
Oh wow,
Good.
it's actually good.
Because I don't really like Nutella.
It's quite sweet.
Yeah. I don't like it. But this is good.
Smell it first.
Minty.
It tastes different from the.
It smells different. It's got something else in it.
But it's nice out of the thing.
It's nice.
I won't say it's nice.
It smells like it's got some kind of herbs.
What do you want?
Ooh, it's really good. I think it's got. Is it rosemary? Oregano or rosemary? I think it's rosemary.
This is argan nut. It's hard and soft, very soft. Okay. After we break it like that, we break it by hand for to get this almond inside. This is argan almond or kernels. This almond is very bitter, but good for some people, diabetes and cholesterol. Okay. With this almond, we have the preparation of argan oil. One for cosmetic, another one for cooking. For cosmetic oil, we crush it obligation almond like that white, raw, 100% by hand. But for cooking, we roasted the almond. The same almond, but we roast it before crushing. Like that. To get this paste, this is roasted for cooking.
Right.
We crush it by traditional mill to get this paste or this liquid. And finally, we mix it between hand about 1 hour.
Wow.
And every 5 minutes, warm some water until the oil separates from the paste or comes out. And this is the left. This is the left for cooking, and this is the left for cosmetic. The left for cooking, we put it for animals, for eating, because it's very energetic.
Oh, wow.
But the left for cosmetic, we use it for making normal soap, for hand or for shower every day. And also, we mix it with henna and herb for women, mask for the hair. Okay? That's clear?
Yeah.
There's a lot of camels in the distance. A lot of camel dung on the floor, so I'm watching my footing. I haven't really done much so far. It's been a nice journey though. Just being there is nice and picturesque. The cooperative was really interesting. They gave us a nice insight on all the different products. They're very, very pure. Quite expensive, but obviously when you're going for quality, you got to shell out that money. So got some pure argan oil, came at 450 dirhams, which is about, I'd say roughly £40 for a bottle. I think a bottle was probably about 750 ml. Yeah, I feel like I'm at a farm. It's got that, you know, the typical smell you smell when you're at a farm. grass, soil, manure.
They move very slow. Because I've done this before. So you sit and they...
So yeah, these guys are gonna do the camel thing, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm just gonna sit here and watch. Stand there and watch. Are you riding on a camel?
No, I'm not
No?
going to do that. I've
You're-
done that
you're
before.
doing it?
I've done it in Dubai.
Oh,
So.
Yes.
you're doing it.
Yep.
Good luck.
You know?
No, I've done it before. I don't really enjoy it, to be honest.
No.
No, I don't enjoy it. We just finished our lunch, late lunch, because the time now is it's going towards 4 p.m. Consisted of a lot of bread. It's one thing I found out about Moroccans. They really like their bread, like the French. So more bread, and then we had some salads, and then some chicken tagines. So tagines are basically, it's like a clay pot that's just full of like different bits of vegetables and meat. So we had a chicken tagine, came with potatoes, chicken, peppers, carrots. It was absolutely delicious, actually. Much better than this place that we went to yesterday, which was supposed to be one of the best places to eat in Marrakech, but it was actually terrible. So yeah, so we're doing a hike now. Supposed to take about, in total, 2 hours. So we'll see how that goes. So our ascent begins. I'm trying to be really careful, watch my footing, because there's a lot of, I think, camel dung or some kind of feces on the floor. I can't believe I'm going to be trekking for about 1 to 2 hours. No water, just sheer willpower. It's actually a really nice experience right now, like just walking through, seeing all the local people, surrounded by beauty. It's amazing. What I learned from the tour guide is that Atlas Mountain is absolutely huge, and to actually trek the whole thing would take several days. Some treks are even like lasting weeks. So this trip, being that it's only like half a day, we're only really going to scratch the surface of this place, of the beauty that's here. But did learn that a lot of famous people have been here, from the likes of Nicolas Cage, Ronaldo, even the late Nelson Mandela has been here. And there's supposed to be a famous hotel where a lot of the famous people stay, but they do a lot of excursions here, something that they've only recently been ramping up and making quite a bit of money. And all the locals own at least one mule, because that's the only way you can actually transport goods and clothes and all sorts of things up here. What I found really bizarre is the fact that they have 4G technology up in these mountains. That's bizarre.